Hello Munchkins, am I live? Let me know if I am live yet or not. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, I am live. Okay, this is perfect. Hello, hi. सबकी छुट्टियाँ कैसी रही? I had loads of fun and I was super busy. But how was it with you people? Tell me. छुट्टियाँ कैसी थी? Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing great, Rudra. How are you doing today? Hi, Abha. Who is this new student? I don't know. A2 ki gang Arvind Arora. Did you guys make new friends that I'm not aware of? Tell me. Ha, very funny. Yep. Okay. No, Abha. कहाँ ऐसी किस्मत हमारी? No, I did not go to Goa. Come on, yeah. If I will ever go to Goa, I will definitely inform you people that guys, I'm going to Goa finally. Don't worry. Hello Giant, hi. Oh my god, you're Nikunj J2K gang, then why are you here with a new name? What happened? While I was out, what did you guys do? You got new names, new friends. What am I missing here? Virat Kohli. Hello Anushka Bharadwaj, hi. No, Abha, I did not go. I informed you guys on Telegram. Come on. Cut me some slack here. Okay. Hello. So how are you all doing? First of all, tell me sab log kaise hai? How are you all doing? And what happened while the time I was gone? Was it like a home alone scenario? What did you guys do? Did you guys read up on your own? Did you guys revise everything that we completed? Or did you just focus on other subjects and forgot English completely? What happened? Tell me. Hi, friends. I can see a long hi from you. Hi. Yes, Ramit Deshpande ji, I've definitely taken your chapter. Amanvi, I'm doing great. Right, Abba, got it. I just do YouTube on lockdown. Okay. So, yes, girls, Rano, I'm back. I informed you guys on Telegram that we will have a session in 10 minutes. बुक्स की सेल आसमान टच कर रही है. रमित देशपांडे, आपको क्या मतलब है? लाइक बुक्स काफी ज्यादा एक्सपेंसिव हो गई हैं आपके कोर्स की? इज दैट व्हाट यू आर सेइंग? एंड प्लीज गाइस डोंट स्पैम. You guys are spamming. I will not be able to read all the comments, so let's just send your message once only, because I am reading comments. I know I've been out for a few days, so I'll be reading your comments and then I'll be replying to them. So just give me like 2 to 3 minutes to catch up on all the comments, but let's not send all the comments at the same time. Right? Whoa, Abha, what happened to your eye? Killing spray, let's not spam again. Let's not spam the comments again. Kya? Acha, okay, Ramit Deshpande, got it. Understood. Cool. Abha, I was thinking actually to make this chit chat session because I knew that you guys would be dying for that, but I thought that I can keep those sessions tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be taking short Q&A sessions for both of the chapters, Little Girl and the 100 Dresses, because we'll be completing both of these chapters today. And I thought that in both those sessions we can complete the Q&A for these chapters, as well as we can quiz each other on things that we want to. So we will have like chit chat in both of those sessions tomorrow. So I don't think there is any shortage of chit chat sessions. No paucity of time as well. What, Manvi? What happened? I'm so sorry. I'm not aware because I did not keep a tab on news. I generally don't keep a tab on news. So you can let me know what is it. Rudra is like, Girlsy, aapka gaming kahan gaya? Which is a good question. Ranu, where did your gaming go? Exactly, Nikunj. Exactly. Anushruti ma'am told me yesterday that most probably I think it was you only. Like you were telling her to request her, or you were requesting her to ask me to come back to the sessions, and I was very moved by that plea of yours. So I thought, okay, fine, let's come back here and let's talk to you people, because I think you guys have been missing me. No? Am I right? Am I not right? Forget me not. Tell me. What? Oh, okay, Rana, that's actually amazing. I mean, Iconic is all the way better. Iconic subscription is not problematic at all. That's better. Okay. 2 board exams will happen. Oh my god, Manvi, I completely missed it. Tell me more about this. This is funny. CBSE is back on track, huh? What happened? I missed this news. Oh, Abha got it. Understood, yeah. Okay, what else are you guys saying? Rishabh, everything is perfectly fine. Don't worry. Hi, Ruhani. Good evening. How are you doing? Yes, let's play. I'm able to see your comments. Please stop spamming. For God's sake, please stop spamming. Okay. Yeah, so guys, come on, tell me more about this news. I'm completely unaware of this news. I'm so sorry. Oh, Abha, thank you. Never mind, I'll be getting for you guys 2 chit chat sessions tomorrow, along with the Q&A of respective chapters. So never mind, like, we'll be talking loads and loads tomorrow. Okay. Rishabh, yeah, like I should just claim publicly, like everything I should just say publicly. What happened? It was like something I had to attend, and that's why I had to leave. And now I'm back. I attended it. So don't worry. Okay. Okay. Rano is telling me, and Manvi is also telling me. जीवन बर्बाद कर दिया. Oh my God, Poonam, I feel you. जीवन बर्बाद कर दिया है. Okay, this year both exam will happen in 2 terms. Term 1 will be objective and around November exam. Term 2 will happen on March and will be subjective. Oh my god, I am so sorry for you guys. Okay. Okay, 50% syllabus in both. Okay, got it. So this is like a half yearly version. Just a better case is that you'll have MCQs in the first term, and the second term will only have subjective questions. So this is for the new students who are coming to this 10th session. This is for those students, or because I mean these students who are already in 10th, they have been passed, right? So I mean this does not apply to them. So this is a punishment for the new students that have come to 10th class. Okay. Ramit Deshpande, please stop spamming. No, Abha, I did not go there. Shut up, yeah. Yes, Rishabh, exactly. This is very funny. Will be reduced after the syllabus will be distributed 50%. Half syllabus will come in term 1 and half in term 2. Okay. Acha. Rana, this is funny. Like a single sheet of paper cannot decide your future. So now you'll have 2 sheets of paper to decide your future. I mean, that's more funny. Exactly, Rishabh. कैसा लगा? बहुत अच्छा लगा. Right. RBSE board. Abha, really? Tell me. Come on. You're from RBSE board. Okay. Exactly, Nikunj. Okay. Okay, this is a super funny news. I mean, thank you so much for telling me. I was completely unaware of it, but I plan to learn more about this after I end the session, and then we can discuss that in the 8 p.m. session. Sorry, okay, we will discuss this tomorrow, and I will have full news or full information about this tomorrow. Okay, and wow, this is going to be extremely amazing. This is nice. How do you guys feel though? Okay, I'll ask that tomorrow. Okay, like first today, let's focus on the chapter, and we can talk about everything tomorrow. Right, ऋषभ आप तो बच गई. रुद्र इज लाइक मैं तो 9th में रे बाबा, अपने को कुछ नहीं करने का है. आई एम इन 9th. ओके. Exactly, Manvi. So guys, we're going to have a lot of discussion on this tomorrow, and I think it will be fun tomorrow to have discussion on this. Do you want a session wherein all the educators come together on our channel and discuss on this? Like, would you prefer that? Because I think that would be really fun, right? So let me know. I will talk to the other educators if they're available. Exactly, Poonam, but don't worry, this is a better chance for you, because even if you don't perform well in the subjective exam, which most probably students are not able to do as much, you will be able to perform very well in the MCQs. So don't worry, this is for your own better future, so to say. दिख रहा है निकुंज, दिख रहा है. जिंदगी बर्बाद. अरे कुछ बर्बाद नहीं हुआ है गाइस, चिल चिल. Oh, सही बोला रानो, exactly. But we can get some other educator to host the session. But yeah, I see, like it will lag a lot. Oh, this is why I've just like stopped taking collab sessions completely. Acha, okay, man, we understood. Yeah, I know RBSE is following NCERT syllabus. Okay. All right, so well, this was fun getting to know you guys, and wow, like I was out for 2 days and CBSE informed you all that you're going to have 2 examinations, and like we're gonna have lots of fun in 10th class. I think like all the Menti quiz is going to work out, because we ask all the questions in MCQ format, and well, it's going to help you a lot for your exam preparation. Okay, Nikunj, understood, got it. Okay, Prince जी, बिल्कुल start करते हैं. Exactly, Rano. I think this is for your own better future. All right, so guys, let's come back to the little girl. And for this, I would like to ask again, how many students from 9th class do I have in my session? So today we're going to wrap up this chapter, and we have more or less about just 1 page left in this chapter, and this chapter ends on a very beautiful and a very nice note. So I would definitely like to discuss that ending with you, and I would like to pose some questions to you. So how about you guys discuss this chapter with me once we are done reading this chapter, and you can tell me what all things did you notice, and how do you think the perception changed, and what are your views about the father, and you know, just let me know. As Indians children, you would be able to relate much more with this father and daughter duo than any other kid on the planet. All right? Exactly, Rishabh. Okay. Poonam, got it. Okay. Yeah, because long answers give you like a lot of scope, right, to write, but MCQs don't. निकुंज यार ऐसे मैगी वैगी की बात मत करो यार, हमारा ही मन करता है खाने का. Rajni, what do you mean by no ma'am? And Krishna, hi, hello. Okay, Rano, I will check that. So I will take special classes and then I will check that. Okay. All right. Jayant, got it. Nice attitude. Not super successful attitude though, but funny. Okay. Hi, me Ishani. Rashni, are you Ishani? Hello Bhavin, how are you doing? I'm doing great. Alright, so let's come back to our chapter, The Little Girl, and I would just like to recap sort of a bit like what did we read in this chapter, so that we can all be on the same page when we start reading it today. and you all know me who I am, so I don't see any need to introduce myself. However, if anybody watches this lecture later on, let me introduce myself. My name is Shweta Singh and I'm an English educator on Unacademy 9th and 10th Experts channel. This is our Telegram channel and I request all of you to join this channel. If you've already joined this Telegram channel, then ignore this request, but if you haven't, I plead to you, please accept the link that you see. Please click on that link, accept the link, and then join the channel. Okay, it will be really important for you and you will get all sorts of important information there about the upcoming sessions and other interactive sessions as well. Other than that, Munchkins, you have Bugs Bounty offers still on. So if you find any inappropriate content in the video of any educator or any other video, then you can tell about that video to the Unacademy team and you can claim a prize appropriate to that part of the video or appropriate to that particular inappropriate content. Okay, so how about you go and just use this, okay, and claim a prize. Other than that, you have Unacademy Combat Scholarship. As you guys already know, every Sunday at 11 a.m. you have your Unacademy Combat Scholarship test. So this is available for all the classes and for all the students. All you have to do is enroll now and you'll be able to win scholarship, and through that scholarship you'll be able to get Unacademy's subscriptions. Okay, also this offer is valid till 11th July. This is exciting mega offers for CBSE classes 6th to 12th. So you are in 9th class or 10th class, so please pay attention to this offer because this is going to be extremely amazing for you. You're going to win free subscription for extra 2 months if you buy the course for 12 months, 15 months and 18 months. You're going to win the subscription for extra 4 months if you're going to buy 24 months, 36 months and 48 months. If you buy it for 60 months, 72 months and 84 months, then you're going to win the subscription extra for 6 months straight up. So this is an amazing offer. Do not let it slide by. Free Creative Corner subscription is also available to you again for the exact same period and for the same free duration as well. All you have to do is just apply our code SSIN10 and you will get straight 10% discount. Okay, so do not forget to apply the code. This offer is valid only for the first 1000 subscriptions and it is valid till 11th of July. And this is the subscription. You can decide which one you want. We have 2 subscriptions for you. One is plus subscription, one is an iconic subscription. The only difference between both of these subscriptions is that we provide you a personal mentor in the iconic subscription, whereas in the plus subscription you are in a batch course wherein you study what everyone else studies and you get to attend the same live doubt solving sessions and answer writing sessions. Other than that, everything is more or less the same because you get all the access to all the courses, to all the practice sessions, to all the live quizzes, to all the educators and to everything that you can ever dream of, to all the practice tests as well. So all you have to do is just go and buy Unacademy's plus subscription. 24 months, 36 months and 48 months. ये सबसे ज़्यादा अच्छे durations हैं. So go for these. Apply the code SSIN10. Do not forget to apply the code. Okay, if you apply the code, I'll be directing you in English language as well as I will be helping you with 10% discount also. Okay, so Unacademy iconic subscription, as I already told you, personal mentor will be awarded to you, so to say. Okay, so you will get a personal mentor and this personal mentor will help you reach new heights in your studies and in your career as well. And this mentor will also be able to have a word with your parents. This mentor will also be able to help you solve all of your doubts in a live doubt solving session. This mentor will also prepare a study plan just according to your needs. So this plan is customized, this plan is personalized, everything here is legit next level, and if you believe in something greater than normal, then you have to go for this. Okay, you have to experience this iconic subscription. So go and buy iconic subscription again for 24 months, 36 months and 48 months, and सालों का झंझट चिंगरा हु कर देना है, हटा देना है एकदम से. Got it? Okay. This is the code जो आपको अप्लाई करना है खरीदते हुए 10% ऑफ के लिए प्लस मोर इंग्लिश पर्सनल गाइडेंस के लिए. Also you can buy your Unacademy Plus in installments. What you have to do is just go to zero cost EMI and apply the code SSIN10. So you will get zero cost EMI once you apply the code SSIN10. So do not forget to apply the code. And if you have any doubts, then all you have to do is just go to Unacademy's app and click on ask the doubt feature. Once you've asked your doubt, it will be very easy. All you have to do is just click a photo of your doubt, upload the photo of your doubt, and choose the subject of your doubt, and we'll get you a video solutions. Just remember that you do not give us more than one question in a single image, and that you do not give us handwritten questions. All right, now we can come back to our chapter. ऋषभ says आपको 11th में पढ़ाना चाहिए था इंग्लिश. Why ऋषभ? 11th में ऐसा क्या है जो हमको 10th या 11th या 12th में नहीं मिलेगा? 11th में अकेला ऐसा क्या है? Makija ji, the lecture was scheduled for tomorrow. That was a mistake, and I got that rectified. Okay, Anmol Agrawal, understood your point. Hello Nancy, good evening. ओके ये जो चांदी और माल माल की चीज चल रही है भैया, हो गई चांदी. ओके अरे यार सही बोला ऋषभ यार. इवन आई वाज थिंकिंग लाइक इफ यू गाइस कीप ऑन डूइंग दिस एवरी ईयर, लाइक मोस्ट प्रोबेबली इंडियन एजुकेशन सिस्टम विल जस्ट कंप्लीटली डू अवे विद ऑल द एग्जाम्स एंड ऑल द बोर्ड्स. ओके. So, alrighty. So, anybody remembers what we read in this chapter, or do you want me to give you a recap? I think we should definitely go for a recap because it will be fun. Okay, so let's start from here. मानवी क्या याद दिलाना है हर सेशन में? What am I forgetting? Am I forgetting something? I don't know. Am I forgetting something? I don't think so. I'm not forgetting anything. Okay, so let's come back. So this is our girl. She is a little girl and we don't know her name yet. Okay, we don't know anybody's name, so to say. So we know her name. She did not tell us her name, but other people around her told us her name. Okay, so this is a girl whose name is Kezia. यस मकीजा जी, एब्सोल्युटली. बस इसको थोड़ा सा अच्छे शब्दों में लिख देंगे. टैनोस वैनोस को अगर हम ना इन्वॉल्व करें तो. आई डोंट नो मैम. आभा का बर्थडे. ओ आभा, इज इट योर बर्थडे टुडे? टेल मी. अंकित, हमने ये एक्चुअली स्केड्यूल हो रखा था. दैट वाज अ मिस्टेक और वो मैंने ठीक करा दिया है. तो इसलिए सेशन आज है. और मैंने तो टेलीग्राम ग्रुप पे भी देखा था, आपने कमेंट भी किया था. सो यू मस्ट नो दैट राइट. बिजीनेस जी 18 को है. अच्छा ठीक है, ओके. 18 तो बहुत दूर है यार, अभी नहीं याद होगा मेरे को. उससे 3-4 दिन पहले या फिर 2 दिन पहले बोलना स्टार्ट करना, ठीक है. और अपना नाम फिर हैप्पी बर्थडे आभा रख के आ जाना. देन आई वुड अंडरस्टैंड. निकुंज यूज दिस स्ट्रैटेजी, सो दैट वाज फन. हाँ, क्यों नहीं अंकित. ठीक है भैया, सबको बर्थडे याद है, मुझे ही नहीं याद होगा. सो हेल्प मी आउट ऑल्सो हियर. ओके, alright. So our little girl is Kezia, and she's actually very scared and very distant from her father. So she's very scared of her father, and she's very distant from her father in the sense that she thinks that her father is built big, and obviously he's big, like she's a little girl, but he's built big and he's very scary, and he does not provide any time to the child, right? They do not spend quality time together, even when the child comes downstairs on Sundays and to spend time together to talk to her parents. The parents are kind of busy, like the father is sleeping and the mother is reading, so nobody really pays much attention to her. And this is her life. She seems alone. She seems devoid of the love of parents, especially her father, because her father remains very separate from her. Okay, and for her, she thinks that my father is like so big and so scary, and she's frightened of her father. And this comes to fruit, so to say, when what happens? Yeah, so when she tries to give him a birthday gift, right, a pin cushion, and she uses her father's Port Authority speech as a filling in the pin cushion, and she seals up that pincushion, sews it, and gives it to her father. And father is like, okay. But then later on, her father is searching for the speech, those pieces of paper, and they're not able to find it. So later on, the mother asks Kezia, did you see those papers? And she tells her the whole story, and he says, well, you should be punished for this. And then he goes and beats up her daughter with a ruler, right? So we remember this much. This is what happens. She gets beaten up with a ruler, and down came the ruler on her little pink palms. All right, she tries to make her father understand that it was for her birthday, and she tried to surprise him, but her father gives no attention to that, because he's too overtaken by anger in that moment to pay any attention to the love that her daughter was trying to pour on him. So I think in this way we do understand how single-minded the father was, and how sort of violent he was as well, because he beats up the daughter with the help of a ruler. He could have just scolded her, rebuked her a bit, and admonished her, but he did not keep his actions at bay, and he went on to beat her, which I think definitely scarred the little girl, because it did tell her that if she does anything out of the ordinary, she is going to get beaten up by the father. And even if she tries to show love to him, maybe she ends up doing something bad, and then she ends up getting beaten. So I mean, this is what we have learned till now. Okay. So ये जो बातें हो रही है इसको थोड़ा सा क्लोज करके, anybody, any 9th student, any doubt in the chapter till yet? Because after this, the chapter is going to be a little more advanced when it comes to psychological feeling or psychological arena of the girl. Okay, I don't think there are any doubts, so we can move on. Yes, Nikita. Hello. It's okay, Nikita. Completely okay. I don't know, Rano, but I do think 9 students are there. I mean, for example, Ruth and Nikunj are 9 students, but somehow they're okay. Guys, do you have any doubts? Till the part that we have read, we've covered the part. Do you have any doubts in this part? I know, Abhay Manvi, I know. But I still have to complete the chapter, and it would be fun if you guys read this chapter with me. And since you guys are 10th class students, it would be fun because you already know what's coming in the chapter, and you'll be able to tell me what are your thoughts on this chapter. So it will be fun when we discuss this chapter at the end of the class. Okay. अच्छा, ओके, गॉट इट निकुंज, फाइन. सो ये चैप्टर खत्म कर दिया. देन इट वुड बी फन बिकॉज आप मेरे को एंड में अपने सारे के सारे ओपिनियंस बताओगे, ठीक है? ऑलराइट, सो आई विल ऑल्सो रैप अप दिस चैप्टर. वी डू नॉट हैव मच इन दिस चैप्टर लेफ्ट, so I will also complete this chapter. Hours later, when grandmother had wrapped her in a shawl and rocked her in the rocking chair, the child clung to her soft body. What did God make fathers for? She sobbed. He's a clean hanky, darling. Here's a clean hanky, darling. Blow your nose. Go to sleep, pet. You'll forget all about it in the morning. I tried to explain to father, but he was too upset to listen tonight. So, now this is just a scene after that scene, okay? Because hours later, when the father has beaten her up, hours after that, the grandmother is now with the child. So we can see grandmother in her whole feminine side. She's being very loving and caring towards the child. We say that नानीज तो एकदम प्यार करती है, बहुत सारा प्यार करती है, खूब सारा खिलाती है. So the nani is doing, or the dadi is doing the same thing here, like just giving a lot of love to the child, because obviously one of the reasons that she's showering her love on this child is because of the fact that she's just been beaten up. So she wraps her in a shawl, which shows the love that she's wrapping her with, and she rocks her in the rocking chair, just trying to distract her from what happened to her. And the girl is not able to forget that. So the girl says, what did God make fathers for? while crying, while sobbing, she says कि भगवान जी ने पापा लोगों को क्यों बनाया है, राइट, बिकॉज अभी पिटी है वो पापा से, तो शी इज लाइक कि क्यों बनाया है, देयर इज नो यूज, ठीक है. सो उसका जो है पूरा का पूरा नजरिया ही चेंज हो गया पिटने के बाद. शी इज नॉट इवन क्वेश्चनिंग द यूज ऑफ अ फादर. ओके, सो द नानी और द दादी, देन शी इज लाइक कि अरे ठीक है कोई बात नहीं है, हैंकी ले लो और अपना नाक पोंछ लो, इट्स ओके, जस्ट फॉरगेट इट. मैंने समझाने की कोशिश कर दी थी, वो नहीं माने. ही वाज टू एडमेंट एंड ही वाज टू एंग्री एंड अपसेट, सो ही हैड टू टेक आउट दैट एंगर ऑन समवन. But I don't really think that is a good way to taking out your anger on someone, because somewhere or the other it will teach the child also that you can take out your anger on others by hitting them, right? So you can give a vent to your anger by that or through that, but that's not really a good teaching right there. But the child never forgot. Next time she saw him, she quickly put both hands behind her back and a red color flew into her cheeks. But obviously, like, you cannot expect a little girl to forget how badly she was beaten up and how brutally she was beaten up without any ounce of care or love in there. For her, her father was just, cruel incarnate. And whenever she saw him the next time, she just quickly put her hands behind her back and she became very frightened again. So this is what happened. So now the incidents keeps playing in her head whenever she sees her father, because now she is now perpetually scared that something or the other is going to happen and I'm going to get beaten up again. All right, so I think as Indian children, you all know what getting beaten up means and how you get scared of your parents almost all the time. So if you have any incidents like this, or if you have ever suffered this kind of a suffering, let me know in the comments. Red color flew into cheeks. Red color flew into cheeks का मतलब है कि उसके जो गाल है मखीजा जी, वो एकदम लाल हो गए. और लाल हो गई तो उसका मतलब है कि वो डर के मारे लाल हो गए, लाइक डर से, शेम से, इन सारी चीज़ों से गाल लाल हो गए और वो डर गई कि कहीं दोबारा मेरी कोई पिटाई ना हो जाए किसी बात पे. सो वी आर सीइंग कि यहाँ पर जो वो सीन है वो बार बार प्ले कर रहा है उसके दिमाग में, लाइक वो हो ही जा रहा है, वो हमेशा देख रही, तो वो डर रही है कि बेटा पिटूंगी, अब तो मैं पिटूंगी, अब मैंने दोबारा कुछ किया तो मैं पिटूंगी, जरा सा मैं यहाँ से वहाँ हिली तो मैं पिट जाऊंगी. लाइक उसका अब ये वाला सीन चल रहा है. और मतलब भाई भारतीय बच्चों, आप लोग भी पिटे हो, हम सब पिटे हैं, तो हम सबको पता ही है, राइट. हाँ, हेलो एडोल्फ हिटलर जी, फनी नेम यू गॉट देयर. ओके, इतना मारा उसके पापा ने कि उसकी नाक ही गायब हो गई. ओके, गुड वन रानो, बोल सकते हैं हम ये, मतलब मारा तो हाथ पे था, बट ठीक है, शर्म के मारे हमारी लड़की की नाक गायब हो गई. सो बहुत मारा उसको, ठीक है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा मारा उसको. ओके, when this happened with you, वकीला जी पता नहीं यार, बचपन में हुआ था, ऐसे याद बात नहीं है हमको. ओके, what शुभम, what have you written? हाँ, बविन पांडे, मुझे भी यही लग रहा है. बुद्धाबा जी को नमस्ते. ओके, सो नाउ अब हम देखेंगे किस तरीके से बाकी फादर्स जो है वो ट्रीट करते हैं अपने बच्चों को, और किस तरीके से हमारी लड़की जो है वो कंपैरिजन स्टार्ट कर देती है. द मैकडोनल्ड्स लिव्ड नेक्स्ट डोर. दे हैड 5 चिल्ड्रन. लुकिंग थ्रू अ गैप इन द फेंस, द लिटिल गर्ल सॉ देम प्लेइंग टैग इन द इवनिंग. The father with the baby Mao on his shoulders, 2 little girls hanging onto his coat pockets, ran around, round and round, flower beds shaking with laughter. Once she saw the boys turn the hose on him and he tried to catch them laughing all the time. Then it was she decided there were different sorts of fathers. So here we see how McDonald's, there is this family McDonald's that live next door, so they are neighbors, and she sees that the father is playing with the children, and not just observing the children but actually playing with the children in all the lovey-dovey manner. And she's just observing them, she's just looking at them through her fence, and she's observing how the people are also very physically close, they're also very physically comfortable with each other's presence, nobody is scared of anyone, to be honest. And how the girls are just latching onto the father. Everybody is surrounding the father, and they're putting water on them, or they're playing tag. The father also has the baby in his hand, so the father is handling all the children together. And this is when the girl realizes that this is also a father, right? And this father is loving and caring and understanding, and physically close to the children, psychologically close to the children. And she decides that her father is just a different type of father. Before this, she was questioning the whole existence of fathers, or the whole purpose of fathers, or being a father. But now she realizes that this is also a father, and now she has come back to her proper idea that, well, my father is just a different kind of father, and this father is just a different kind of father, right? अंकित, मैं पढ़ा रही थी, अभी मैं देख नहीं रही थी, अब मैं कमेंट देख रही हूँ. तो आप लोग यहाँ पर क्या ऑब्जर्व करते हो? लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट्स एंड आई विल रीड अप दोस कमेंट्स. उस टाइम मैकडॉनल्ड नहीं था जी, नहीं था भविन पांड्या जी. ओके, हेलो. What, Adolf Hitler? No. I mean, I don't know. What are you saying? Okay. So, ma'am, hose means what? So, Makija ji, basically, hose के यहाँ पे बहुत सारे मतलब हो सकते हैं. सो होज का मतलब होता है कि जैसे अगर आप पानी वानी डाल रहे हो, तो आपने वो जो है पाइप एक तरीके से पकड़ के वो अपने पापा की साइड कर दिया, समथिंग लाइक दैट. बेसिकली सुपर डुपर फन कर रहे हैं वो लोग. ओके, लेट मी लुक एट योर कमेंट्स. आई विल लुक एट योर कमेंट्स एंड सी कि आप लोगों ने कुछ यहाँ पर डाउट्स लिखे हैं, नहीं लिखे हैं. अच्छा, डॉल्फ हिटलर जी, देखो, तुम हम सब, मुझे लगता है कि हम इंडिया की पैदाइश है, हम कभी ना कभी तो बजा ही देंगे क्योंकि बच्चे गुस्सा तो दिलाते हैं. तो देखो, लड़की ने भी जो किया था, दैट वाज नॉट रियली कूल. मतलब ऐसे ही पेज मिला तो फाड़ के उसकी फीलिंग मिला, मतलब नहीं करना चाहिए था, राइट? बट या, लाइक दैट हैपेंड. सो will you do? No, Makija ji, why will I do Menti today? I think I will do Menti next week most probably. ओके, तो और किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है? अब मैं आगे चलूं. वाह, वेरी फनी निकुंज, सॉरी. So what did you guys observe here? Like, what did you guys observe? See, this is our little girl. If you see here, in this photo, you can see everything. This is our little girl. She's observing through the fence the McDonald's, okay, the neighbors, and the father has the baby Mao, right? Both the girls are tugging onto his coat, and both the boys are trying to catch all of them. So they are playing tag here. Basically, tag means that you have to just, touch each other, catch each other, sort of that. That's a game. They're just, passing time and playing together. So this is the whole scenario. Meaning of scraps. Scraps का मतलब होता है, जयंत, जो वेस्ट मटेरियल बच जाता है एंड में. नहीं मखीदा जी, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा है. हेलो सोमेश बेहरा जी, आर यू पूनम बेहरा? हाँ अंकित जी, बिल्कुल, फुल फ्रीडम तो देनी चाहिए. ओके, ठीक है. सो आई थिंक व्हाट वी ऑब्जर्व्ड हियर इज द फैक्ट हाउ डिफरेंट पीपल जस्ट हैव डिफरेंट लाइव्स एंड दे बिहेव विद पीपल इन अ डिफरेंट वे, एंड इट मेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ इम्प्रेशन ऑन द चिल्ड्रन. I think there are a lot of things that you can learn from this chapter, and we can talk about them at the end of the chapter. वरना अभी सारा मजा किरकिरा हो जाएगा. Okay. So next, what happens? Suddenly one day, mother became ill, and she and grandmother went to the hospital. So अब क्या होता है? अब एक दिन जो है मम्मा थोड़ी बीमार पड़ जाती है, और मम्मी और दादी जो है वो हॉस्पिटल चले जाते हैं. The little girl was left alone in the house with Alice the cook. So अब जो हमारी छोटी सी प्यारी सी केजिया है, वो जो है किसके साथ है, कुक के साथ है, ठीक है. That was all right in the daytime, but while Alice was putting her to bed, she grew suddenly afraid. So Kezia was all right कि ठीक है, अगर मम्मा नहीं है, दादी नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, कुक है, लेकिन अब दिन के टाइम में तो सब चलेगा, लेकिन रात को हमारी केजिया को आते थे बुरे सपने, और उसकी वजह से वो क्या कर गई, थोड़ा डर गई. What will I do if I have a nightmare? she asked. तो वो अपनी एलिस से पूछती है, मतलब जो कुक होती है, जो खाना बनाने वाली होती है, उनसे पूछती है कि अगर मुझे रात को सपना आया डरावना तो मैं क्या करूँगी. नाइटमेयर का मतलब क्या होता है, नाइटमेयर मतलब का मतलब आई थिंक आप सबको पता ही होगा. नाइटमेयर मीन्स बुरा सपना, रात का बुरा सपना. I often have nightmares and then Granny takes me into her bed. I can't stay in the dark, it all gets whispery. You just go to sleep, child, said Alice, pulling off her socks, and don't you scream and wake your poor pa. So she lets Alice know that she is very scared of the dark, and she gets nightmares at the night, and whenever she has a nightmare, the grandmother takes her to sleep with her. So I think grandmother is like the most lovely woman ever. She is all supportive of the child. She does not berate the child, she does not rebuke the child, but you can see that Alice is not so much interested in any sort of loving or caring beyond her usual job. So she's like, it's okay if you get scared, if you get a nightmare, then it's okay, like handle it yourself, just don't scream, because your father will wake up and then it will be problematic for all of us. So she's like, it's okay, like if you have nightmares, just handle them on your own for this one night. So Alice is like not that much into babysitting, so to say. Okay. Then what happens? But the same old nightmare came. So the same old nightmare, let's see what is the nightmare that she keeps getting all the time. The same old nightmare came with the butcher with a knife and a rope. So what is the nightmare? The nightmare is that there is a butcher with a knife and a rope. So butcher कौन होते हैं? बचर होते हैं वो जो मारने वाले होते हैं, काटने वाले लोग होते हैं, थोड़े कसाई टाइप होते हैं. तो बचर जो होता है वो कसाई होता है. तो एक कसाई जो है वो उसके पीछे घूम रहा है, उसको ये डरावना सपना आता है. कसाई उसके पीछे घूम रहा है एक चाकू लेके और एक रस्सी लेके. मतलब दिस इज लाइक काइंड ऑफ स्कैरी बिकॉज शी इज getting nightmares about her own death and how this butcher is trying to just kill her, murder her in the most brutal of ways possible. Who came nearer and nearer, smiling that dreadful smile while she could not move, could not stand still, and she cried out, Grandma. So अब क्या होता है, उसको एक बहुत बुरा सा डरावना सपना आता है. शी इज लाइक, ओ नो, डरावना सपना, डरावना सपना. डरावना सपने में क्या है कि एक कसाई है उसके पीछे जो चाकू लेके, जैसे यहाँ पे आप क्लाउन को देख सकते हो, क्लाउन के हाथ में क्या है, चाकू है. तो पीछे अगर आपको दिख रहा है फोटो में, तो पीछे क्या है, ये चाकू है. तो हमारा जो क्लाउन के हाथ में चाकू है, ऐसी बचर के हाथ में चाकू है, और वो क्या है, वो लिटिल गर्ल के पीछे भाग रहा है सपने में कि मैं तुम्हें खत्म कर दूंगा, और एक उसके पास रस्सी भी है हाथ में. ठीक है. तो मतलब बहुत ही स्कैरी सपना है, और वो बेचारी डर जाती है, और जो कसाई है वो अपना मस्त डरावनी स्माइल कर रहा होता है, और ये बेचारी बहुत डर जाती है और सपने से एकदम चिल्ला के उठती है कि नानी 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 या दादी दादी, ग्रैंडमा ग्रैंडमा ग्रैंडमा. ठीक है. शी वोक शिवरिंग, तो वो बहुत कांपती हुई, एकदम चिल्लाती हुई उठती है अपने सपने से. टू सी फादर बिसाइड हर बेड, अ कैंडल इन हिज हैंड. व्हाट्स द मैटर, ही सेड. तो वो जैसे ही उठती है, वो कांपती हुई उठती है, वो देखती है कि साइड में उसके पापा हैं. और अब तो मतलब वो पहले ही खत्म है, क्योंकि उसको बोला था एलिस ने कि पापा को मत जगा देना बेटा, बट वो देखती पापा ऑलरेडी उसके साइड में बैठे हुए हैं, कैंडल के साथ बैठे हुए हैं. और उसके पापा कहते हैं कि बेटा क्या बात हो गई. ठीक है. सो उसके पापा ऐसे कहते हैं, नो सोमेश बहराची, वी डू नॉट हैव मेंटी टुडे. दिव्यांशु देव, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली यस. ओके. पेनीवाइज कैमियो, यस मकीजा जी, एग्जैक्टली. ओह, अ बचर, अ नाइफ, आई वॉन्ट ग्रानी. सो बच्ची जो है वो फॉर्म नहीं कर पा रही है सेंटेंसेस, क्योंकि वो बहुत डरी हुई है. शी इज़ वेरी स्केयर्ड. सो शी इज़ लाइक कि पापा एक कसाई, एक चाकू, मुझे नानी चाहिए. ठीक है. सो बहुत डर जाती है. He blew out the candle, bent down and caught up the child in his arms, carrying her along the passage to the big bedroom. तो अब पापा क्या करते हैं, जो पापा जी हैं उसके, वो क्या करते हैं कि वो जो उनके हाथ में मोमबत्ती होती है उसको बुझाए। तो पहले इतनी रात में मोमबत्ती लेके कौन घूमता है, लाइक दिस इज वेरी स्कैरी ऑन इट्स ओन, ओके। सो उसके पापा रात को मोमबत्ती लेके घूम रहे हैं, मोमबत्ती बुझाते हैं उसके मुंह पे, थोड़ा झुकते हैं और उसको अपनी गोदी में उठा लेते हैं और उसको बेडरूम पे ले जाते हैं, अपने बेडरूम में। अ न्यूज़पेपर वॉज ऑन दी बेड, तो उनके बेड पर एक न्यूज़पेपर रखा हुआ था, वो न्यूज़पेपर हटाते हैं और बच्ची को वहाँ पर लिटा देते हैं और खुद उसके साइड में लेट जाते हैं वो पापा। Half asleep still with the butcher's smile all about her it seemed, she crept close to him, snuggled her head under his arm, held tightly to his shirt. तो अब क्या होता है, वो जो पापा जी हैं वो उसके साथ लेट जाते हैं बच्ची के, और बच्ची भी लेट जाती है। तो बच्ची जो है वो बहुत डर रही होती है, क्योंकि उसे अभी भी जो ऐसा लग रहा होता है कि कसाई की जो गंदी सी डरावनी स्माइल है कसाई की, वो मेरे आसपास है। तो बच्ची क्या करती है, अपने पापा के ऐसे हाथ के नीचे से पापा के साथ घुस जाती है अंदर। देन द डार्क डिड नॉट मैटर, और फिर उसको डर नहीं लगता है और वो पापा के साथ एकदम पड़ी रहती है। Here, rub your feet against my legs and get them warm, said father. तो पापा क्या कहते हैं, पापा कहते हैं कि अपने पैर जो है लगा लो, इधर रब कर लो और तुम्हारे पैर जो है गर्म हो जाएंगे। So उसके पापा एक तरीके से हमें दिख रहा है कि his father is trying to show his love. He is not that expressive, but he is still trying to show his love. He is caring for the child here. Right, he's taking care of the child here. He's trying to soothe her, he's trying to calm her down. So we can see a sort of love here that he has for her daughter, and also the fact that he was already in her room looking at her with a candle. So he did not want to wake her up. I think he just came to check on her because there was nobody else in the house, and maybe he was, he just thought that it would be better if I just check on my daughter. And then he finds out that she has had a nightmare, and he takes her up and he carries her up and takes her to the bedroom and sleeps along with her. Okay जी. Some words are not visible there behind me. It's okay मक्की, जब मैं words बोल रही हूँ तो अगर आपको दिक्कत होता है तो आप मुझे बता देना. Crept का मतलब होता है कि ऐसे धीरे धीरे रगड़ते हुए जाना, ठीक है. If you crept there तो आप ऐसे हिंदी में कहते हैं रेंग रेंग कर, थोड़ा धीरे धीरे चुप चुप कर, प्यार प्यार से डर डर के जाना. ओके. Tired out, he slept before the little girl. So अब क्या है, वो लेट तो गया है बच्ची के साथ, लेकिन बच्ची से पहले वो सो जाता है क्योंकि वो बहुत डरे होते हैं, सॉरी वो बहुत थके हुए होते हैं उसके पापा. A funny feeling came over her. अब जो लड़की है वो कुछ सोचने लग जाते हैं, ठीक है. Poor father, not so big after all, and with no one to look after him. So now you can see the girl changing her perception of her father. She goes through this transformation after this just very small little incident. She starts thinking that, oh, my father is not so big after all. My father is not so big, not so scary after all. He just has no one to look after him, right? And she starts thinking more and more. He was harder than grandmother. Obviously, he was harder than grandmother. His body was harder than grandmother. But it was a nice hardness. Like, she loved the hard body that her father had. And every day he had to work and was too tired to be a Mr. McDonald. She had torn up all his beautiful writing. So now the girl starts understanding her father better. She starts understanding that her father is working day in and day out, and he's working very hard to meet the requirements of the family. And maybe it's not possible for him to be a Mr. McDonald because he's working too hard and he's tired, right? So maybe he does not want to give his time to the child and play with him because he's tired most of the time. Plus, we also see him throughout the chapter. We are told that he's almost sleeping every time, right? So she just listens to him snoring. So I think this shows us how tired the man actually was. Then what happens? She stirred suddenly and sighed. So वो हल्का सा हिलती है एकदम से और ऐसे सांस लेती है लंबी. तो उसके पापा जग जाते हैं, पूछते हैं कि क्या बात हो गई. अनदर ड्रीम. तो कहते हैं दोबारा से कोई सपना आया है. तो कहती है, ओह माई हेड्स ऑन योर हार्ट. तो कहती है कि मेरा जो सर है वो आपके दिल पर है. एंड आई कैन हियर इट गोइंग. व्हाट अ बिग हार्ट यू हैव गॉट फादर डियर. तो कहती है कि और मेरे को आपके दिल की धड़कन सुनाई आ रही है. कितना बड़ा हार्ट है आपका प्यारे पापा. This is what she says, and this is how our chapter ends. दिव्यांशु देव, knife मतलब यार चाकू होता है यार. So this is how our chapter ends, and I think we can learn a lot from this chapter. Like, I see the whole transformation of the child. She used to be very scared of her father, and she used to think that her father does not love her back. She did not have any psychological connection with her father. She was distant. Her father was distant as well, and they also did not have any physical connection, so to say. But at the end of the story, we see them physically snuggling together. We see them psychologically connecting as well. We see them understanding each other and caring for each other, and we also see the little girl understanding how her father is tired, or how whatever problems there are with her father, she tries to justify all of those problems. And she also understands her mistake. Earlier she did not really understood her mistake, but now she understands her mistake, that she tore up all the writing or the important papers that father had. And her last dialogue is, how big is your heart, right? So I think when she says how big is your heart, this is more or less metaphorical. This is more about love, how her father's heart has a lot of love, and this is more about kindness, this is more about generosity, this is more about connection, right? So we can understand all of that here as well. Clear? What other opinions do you guys have? All the 10th pitch in, and all the students of 9th class who have covered this chapter, let me know what ideas do you have about this chapter. Nekunj, okay, we can think about it next week maybe. No, Ankit, why would I? I have no interest in commerce whatsoever. Bhavin Pandya, not exactly, but I mean, no. 9th में accountancy होती भी नहीं थी अंकित. Okay. Come on guys, give me your opinions. What do you think of the chapter, and what do you think of the end of the chapter? Also, आप लोग कोई भी opinion या कुछ भी आपको ऐसा पता है जो आप मेरे साथ share करना चाहते हो, and then we can talk more about it. So I would love to know your opinions, your observations here, and what conclusions did you guys reach? What do you see as the turning point in the chapter? How do you analyze this chapter? What do you think the chapter is trying to show us here? Okay, tell me that. हाँ, कि बिजनेस स्टडीज तो बढ़िया है ही, वो तो मुझे पता है. Okay. Alrighty. So, I mean, there are a lot of things in this chapter. Okay, Jayan says parents should not be indifferent to their children. They should know their love towards their children even when too tired from work, do not have time for them. Okay, Jayant. I will give it 4/10 rating. Oh, come on, Makheja ji. What do you think Andy should have been? Oh my god, Ankit, well, that happened kind of like with me also, so I feel you there. Okay, Abha. I can understand. Happened with me like maybe last year most probably. So yeah, like this kind of thing just never ends. Alrighty. So Jayant, let's talk about your observations, or what you think the moral of the short story is. सबही, अंकित, सबही, सबका सेम हाल था इस दुनिया में. Okay. So I think the story talks about a lot of things, but the major things that it does talk about is the mind of a child, right? The psychology of a child, and how love and attention are the things that are needed by a child, right? Needed by a child, and how these things shape the child. So this is like the first and foremost thing. And the second thing is that this love and attention, if not given by the parents, leaves a void in the child. Like we can see that how the grandmother was showering all the love and understanding on the child, but it was not enough for the child. She did want something out of her father. And when she would see other children around her, or Mr. McDonald's or the McDonald's family, then she would start questioning her relationship with her father. She would start ruminating on how things are different and there are different types of father. And maybe, later in life, if this scene had not taken place, then later in life maybe she would have questioned why her father was the way he was, or why she did not get anybody else. So there are many things that could have taken place, but it was handled beautifully. So love and attention by parents is the first and foremost thing that is very important, and that should be given. So parenthood is definitely one of the themes. Parenthood, upbringing of a child, all of these things form the crux of the chapter. And the connection between the children and the parents, that does form the crux of the chapter. But let's go a bit deeper. ये Thanos तो Thor बन गया. Ankit, I think Thor की जगह I think we can just say Hulk, right? We can just say Hulk here. Like he was Hulk पहले, and then he became Bruce Banner later on. I think that would be perfect. I know, Ankit, I know. Yes, Bhavin Pandya, I mean, you were right. Odin was the example of bad parenting. Oh, Makhija, I think Odin became an example of bad parenting in Thor Ragnarok. Before that, he was more or less doing great. I think before that, he was doing great. Oh, लेकिन मेरे भाई की बात अच्छे लगने लग गए. What do you mean by that, Abba? Like he's more strict with your brother, so now you feel like fine with him? Oh, Nikunj, I have no tricks for this. Exactly, Ankit. That's also my point. So, I think there are a lot of things here. We see a child's mindscape, we see how a child thinks, right? So, मतलब पहले तो like she's frightened of her father because there is no connection, and nobody, at least the parents don't try to build that connection with the child. So we see the child's point of view, and then we also see how the grandmother is showering her love on the child. We also see the mother. So the mother is not, I think the mother is not really someone who would, like Indian mothers generally try to plead to the father, like leave the child, don't beat them up. But we don't see any sort of thing here. We see the grandmother doing those stuff, but we don't see the mother doing that, just leave the child, I beg of you. Like no request, none at all. I did not come across that in the chapter. So I think like both the parents are more or less equally to blame here, because I don't think any of them made a connection with the child. It was the grandmother who was actually connected to the child. It was the grandmother who was taking care of the child when she was having nightmares. So we see a very close connection between the grandparents and the grandchildren, right? So I think that is something that you should give a thought. Close connection between grandparents and grandchildren. I mean, both of our parents seemed quite distant from her. And then we also see character transformation. So we can just say in simple words, character development. Right? We see a transformation of thoughts once she has this beautiful moment that she shares with her father. Transformation of Kezia's psychological bent, mental bent towards her father. right? So we can see all of these things, how she tries to untangle the world around her, right? She just tries to put fathers in different types, which is just untangling the world. The world is very tangled. She does not understand the need of fathers, because the fathers are cruel, the fathers are angry, the fathers are distant. So she does not find any use of a father in a child's life. But then when she sees the McDonald's together and she sees the family having loads and loads of fun, so it sort of untangles the web around her. Untangle the web of parenthood, right? How she is naive as well. She is a naive girl, but she later on becomes understanding of the world and its manipulations, so to say. So understanding the nexus of the world, because she understands that her father is tired after a long day at work. So this does make her understand that the work is difficult. So I think these are the things we understand in this particular chapter. Okay, let me now look at your comments. I think I have told you all of my observations. I will have more observations, but for the time being, I'll just put a full stop on these observations, and you guys tell me what are your observations. Do you think I've missed something here, or would you like to add something? Because that would be amazing if I get to listen to your observations here. Okay, Parth Oza, please stop spamming. Okay, let me catch up to the comments after coming back, Hela. Yes, I mean, that's what I was saying. In Thor Ragnarok, we understand the bad parenting that Odin did as well. You see, nobody is perfect. So even though he made a good choice by sending Thor to Earth and ripping his powers from him, but he did make wrong decisions with Hela. And I think that experience made him wiser, so that he was able to take a good decision when it came to Thor. Okay. Oh, Bhavin, that was funny. Okay, क्या चल रहा है comments में? I know, Abha. A lot of girls use this hathiyar. Okay. But they haven't met my dad. Oh, Jen, that's cute. So, see, that's how your perception of people changes once you understand their condition, once you understand that they're not all that bad. I think you cannot really, the one moral of the story is that circumstances make people behave in a certain way, right? We came across two different circumstances here. We came across one incident wherein the father was sort of beating the child, whipping her with a ruler, right? And we came across another incident wherein the child was sleeping with her father and she felt safe, she felt nice and warm, she snuggled, right? So there are different circumstances, and each of the circumstances has different setups. So that setup was completely different, but in this last setup we saw that the grandmother and the mother both are not in the house, so feminine energies are kind of missing in the house. And we see how the mother and the grandmother, both of sort of, loving, caring women, are out of the home. So who has to take charge now? The father, the man of the house, has to take the charge now, and it is the masculine father that has to provide for the want of the feminine love, and he is providing that as well. So we can see how the father is sort of an all-in-one here. He can be brutal, but he can be lovely as well, depending on the circumstances that he comes across and how he thinks they should be handled. So does talk about does talk about the various bents of mind that a person has as per the circumstances that they come across. Abba got it. नहीं मखीजा, मेरे पीछे कोई गाने नहीं बज रहे हैं. आई डोंट थिंक सो. मेरी मम्मी सिर्फ डांटती है. निकुंज किसी की मम्मी सिर्फ डांटती नहीं है. आई मीन देयर कुड बी सर्कमस्टांसेस. अगेन यू कैन नेवर पुट अ पर्सन इन वन box. It's always different box according to different circumstance. So we can see how people are made of shades. There's not just black and white. This is your one understanding of life and things. If you start putting people in a rigid box or in a rigid mold, then you will never be able to see them beyond that mold. But if you start giving them shades, not just black and white but different shades, then you'll be able to understand how people are very different and people have a lot of scope and variety, so to say. Acha, very funny Makija, very funny. I haven't seen it yet. Has it been released? Okay. Kya? So guys, I think we've completed this chapter, and all the 10thies, I'm asking you again, do you have anything to say about this chapter? Did you observe anything? Would you like to share your opinions with me, because it can make the session more fun. 7th क्लास तक पीटा था, पर नाम इन क्लास 9th तो मम्मी ने मारना बंद कर दिया. निकुंज, आपकी हाइट मम्मा से बड़ी हो गई है. मे बी दैट्स वन ऑफ द रीजंस व्हाई दैट इज नॉट हैपनिंग स्टिल. या आपने हरकतें करनी बंद कर दी हैं, कम कर दी हैं. तो अच्छा मखीजा जी, अच्छा, ओके, टुमारो. अच्छा, कुछ भी अंकित, लाइक लिटरली कुछ भी. हाँ, कुछ भी. व्हाई नॉट. So okay, so guys, let's end the session since all of you don't have anything. Okay, Abha, fine. So I'll leave this session and I will stay back in the 8 p.m. But see, the point is that we will have chit chat sessions tomorrow in both the sessions. So I mean, we can take care of all the talking there as well. Okay. I said my thought. Yes, Jayant, you did. Alright, so thank you, Jayant, for the participation in the session. Now I'll meet you guys at 8 p.m. Okay? ठीक है, Abba, fine. Okay. Understood. I'll stay back in the 8 p.m. session. Let me go now and prepare the PPT for you, and then we can have the live session. Okay? हाँ, आभा आपने part लिया था, but you did not share your opinions about the chapter. I'm only thanking the students who shared their opinion about the chapter and what they think of the chapter and how they perceive the father or the child or the other characters involved. Oh, stop it, Makija. I'm not even reading your character. Sorry, I'm not even reading your comment. No, not happening. Not happening at all. I did not know what you said. And I am leaving the session. I'll come back at 8 p.m. Okay? Bye-bye, Tata.